Hello everyone. So Hytale is finally out and I'm so excited. This game looks so cool. I've been waiting to mod this game for so long, and since its early release there was not much documentation about how to actually mod the game. And so it took a little bit of figuring out, but I decided to create this tutorial for those people who maybe don't have the time or just don't want to spend the effort figuring all that out. If you follow along in this tutorial, I'm going to assume that you know the basics of Java, and I'm going to assume that you have some type of IDE like IntelliJ. The first thing you're going to want to do is open IntelliJ. Let me hide the game, and in IntelliJ, in the main screen, you're going to want to just create a new project. This new project, you're going to want to set it to Java, title it whatever you want, set the build system to Gradle. That's just my preference. If you want, you can use Maven. I'm going to use Gradle for this tutorial. If you want to follow along, use Gradle. You can checkmark this create Git repository. Your JDK, you're going to want to set it to Java 25. Java 25 is what Hytale natively runs on, I believe, or at least the Hytale server. They recommend Java 25, so we're going to do Java 25. And then the DSL, you can do Kotlin or Groovy. I like Kotlin. Advanced settings, you're going to just set your group ID and artifact ID, and you should be good. I also created a GitHub repo with a simple template that you can use instead of going through all of this. And the way you want to do that is instead of hitting new project, you want to do new project from version control, or if you're on the main screen, you're going to want to do clone repository. And the URL is going to be in the description. I'm going to title it repository URL. Once you clone it, you're going to want to hit trust project, and then it should open it right up. If you did not clone the repository and you're setting it up manually, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click this top module here, and then do new and directory. You're going to want to type in libs or anything you want. Really, you can name this folder anything you want, and then you're going to want to hit enter. It's going to create this folder here called libs or whatever you named it, and you're going to need to copy your Hytale server jar into the libs folder. You can get your Hytale server jar in a tutorial linked below. This tutorial is created by Hytale themselves, and it's super easy to do. So once you do that, you bring your Hytale server jar in here, then you go to your build.gradle and just add this line. This template is going to include a manifest.json, your first class, and your first command. The manifest.json is really the first thing we're going to want to modify. Let's start with the name. We can ignore the group for now. The name, you can name it whatever you want. I chose first mod. Version, you're going to want to put whatever version you want. I left it at 1.0.0. That's just the default. Authors, you're going to want to put your name, so I put my name. Website, you can leave blank. Server version, leave it. Dependencies, optional dependencies, leave those. Disabled by default should be false. And your main class, this is where we're going to want to do some changes. So if you go to your project directory, you're going to want to right click on where it says me.ali with two eyes, me.alii. Right click it and press rename. And then instead, you're going to want to put com.yourname or me.yourname. If you have a domain, just do com or net.whatever. If you don't, if you're just a regular person, just do me.yourusername or your real name or whatever you want. This is my Hytale username, so I just did that. And then you're going to want to press refactor. Once you press refactor, it should update this and everything inside to match the new package name. So after you have the new package name matched, you're going to want to go to your first mod class, copy everything between the word package and the semicolon, and then bring it here. You're going to want to delete everything inside the parentheses, paste what you just copied, put a dot, and type in first mod or whatever your class name is. This just tells the plugin where your first class is, or your main class is. So as you can see, the main class extends Java plugin, kind of similar to Minecraft plugin creation. It's gonna do extends Java plugin. They did kind of something similar, which is nice. This is gonna be your entry point. You initialize everything in here. So let's start by creating our first command. For a command, you're gonna wanna do extends command base. This command base is really all you need for a simple command. There are other command bases which I'm not sure what they do yet, and there's no documentation, like I said. There's like a macro command base and other command bases. Again, not sure what they do. For now, we're just going to do a basic command base. We're going to create a constructor matching super. The name, if you're familiar with Minecraft, is just going to be what comes after the slash. If you're not familiar with Minecraft, commands in the game go like this. The player enters slash and then command name in chat, and then something happens, right? So here we're going to want to delete the parameters inside these parentheses and delete the parameters inside the super parentheses. And then we're going to want to type in our command name here. So you do quotes, and we're going to do first command. And then we're going to put our description here. So we're going to do first command, first plugin. Okay. So now, oh, whoops, I accidentally deleted that. But yeah. Now we're going to have first command, description, first command, first plugin, woo, and then we're going to make this command send a message to the user. So there's a command context. This context will give you everything you need to interact with whoever sent the command. There's sender. If you do command context.sender, you'll be able to access who actually sent the message. That's going to be command sender. I believe you can cast the command sender. Sender instance of player. So if you see here, a player can be a command sender. I'm assuming console can be command sender too. You don't necessarily need to cast for this example. So for now, what we're going to do is just get the sender from the context, and we're going to do sender.send message. And then this method takes in a message. So you want to type in message.raw and then do hello world. There we go. This sends a basic hello world message when a user types in /first command. Something cool is that in the command context for Hytale, you can actually skip this process of getting the sender, because the command context provides a shortcut method or a helper method here that can automatically send the message to the sender. You can do command context.send message. And there you go. And then you can delete both of these lines and just consolidate everything into one line. Under the hood, command context.send message does exactly what we did, which is, let's find it, send message, which is just sender.send message. It just gets the sender and sends them a message. And there we go. Now we have a first command. And then in our mod class, our first mod class, we're going to want to initialize the command. So type in this.get command registry. And then I'm going to do Control-Alt-V to create a variable. And then I'm going to do command registry.register command new, initialize your command, and then semicolon in the end. And now we have everything we need to test our new command. What you're going to want to do next is go to this drop down in the top right, press edit configurations, press the plus button, start typing the word Gradle, Gradle, and then type in the run arguments, this box right here, type in clean build. Once you have clean build there, you can hit apply and OK. I'm going to just delete it because I already have one, but you're going to want to type clean build, apply, OK. Then this should pop up. Then you can just simply press this run first Hytale. After you hit your play button, what you're going to want to do is go to your build and then libs. And then over here, it's going to say your plugin name.jar. For me, it's not here because I made my plugin jar go directly to the correct location, which is the mods folder. For you, it's going to be over here. If you want, you can set this up yourself, but I'm not going to go over that in this tutorial. So now, once you have this jar here, you're going to want to copy it. So press on it, Control-C, and then you're going to want to go do Windows key and R if you're on Windows, and %appdata%. Then you're going to want to go to Hytale, go to user data, and then mods. Now that we're in mods, you're going to want to paste your jar in here, Control-V. So I copied the JavaDoc one. You're only going to want to copy the one with the .jar, no dashes or anything else. So there are 2 other jars here. For you, there will be 3. It's usually going to be the top one that doesn't have any dashes, JavaDocs, or source or anything. So once you have that, paste it in here. Unfortunately, currently the reload or the load command doesn't work as expected, at least from my testing. I already submitted a bug report. So what you're going to need to do is actually quit to main menu, press on worlds, right click your world or create a new world, and then you're going to see the mods section here now that you've uploaded a mod. And then once you select it, check mark it, you're going to want to hit save world settings and then just join your world. Okay. So now that I'm in my world, I should be able to just do /first command, and there we go. It says hello world. That was a simple tutorial on how to create your first command. If you want more tutorials, please let me know. I'm already going to create an event listener tutorial, but it is pretty similar to a Minecraft plugin if you already know how to make one. This game is beautiful. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. Thank you for watching, and comment down below if you have any questions.